Hello, welcome to Gus McDowell's Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. Today, we are playing Sonorous Combat Systems Fleet Command, an operational level naval combat simulator. Please remember to like the video and subscribe for more great strategy and tactics content. And if you want to show your support with a donation, the links are in the description. It is the late 1990s. Post-Soviet Russia has descended into civil war. Martial law has been declared. Ultranationalist leader Vladimir Radchenko has denounced the Russian government, taken control of much of the former Soviet military, and seized the region around Vladivostok, including the naval base and an ICBM base. Radchenko's rebellion has spread from the Caucasus to Europe, the Middle East, and the Far East. The Red Storm campaign covers a series of fictional naval clashes between America and Russian rebel forces in Atlantic and European waters in the alternate 1990s world of Fleet Command. The conflict then spills over to the Middle East in Red Sirocco and to the Far East in Red Typhoon. In this episode, help an SSBN start her ballistic missile deterrence patrol. Following the unprovoked attack on the USS Ronald Reagan carrier battle group in the Norwegian Sea, the US has publicly warned both the Russian government and Radchenko that all Russian vessels and aircraft operating in the vicinity of US vessels and aircraft will be regarded as hostile and may be fired on without warning. Analysts suspect that Radchenko will continue to target assets that symbolize American naval power, and try to create an incident to use as justification to drag his country into war with the US. Reports suggest the next target could be America's ballistic missile deterrence. In the last episode, USS Wyoming departed the submarine base at Kings Bay, Georgia, and is headed for deep water. She is guarded by the attack submarine USS Connecticut and two P-3 Orion maritime patrol aircraft. They have detected a Russian submarine lying in wait. In this episode, USS Wyoming must reach the 300-fathom curve, 1,800 feet, where she is able to run silent and deep and commence her ballistic missile deterrence patrol. But first, her escorts must deal with the Russian submarine. The Orion crew select a Mark 46 torpedo. The word comes back from Jacksonville that they are cleared to engage.
Will do. Roger out.
The Wyoming and Connecticut are outside the maximum range of this weapon,
Can do, Roger, out.
so there is no risk of friendly fire. And to reduce the risk even further, the Orion will attack from roughly the same heading as the Wyoming. In other words, the torpedo will be running directly away from Wyoming as it hunts the hostile submarine. The Orion pilot takes his time setting up the attack run. This is a career-defining moment. He reduces speed and altitude. The sonar crew feeds him constant targeting updates. He waits until the target is well within the maximum range of the torpedo, to give the torpedo plenty of runtime.
Killing track 3650. Will do. Roger, out. Torpedo away. Track 3650.
Torpedo away. The Orion climbs out. and goes into an orbital around the subcontact. The sonar crew identify the submarine as a Victor 3. The sonar signature matches the library entry for K324. The Victor 3 has detected the inbound torpedo and dropped noisemakers, and is running at 29 knots, then drops to 9 knots, but does not go deep. The Victor has made a terrible mistake, hunting so close to the American mainland and within range of a P-3 Orion airbase. But it is not her first time in these waters. In 1983, her towed array tangled with the towed array from USS McCloy, allowing the Soviets to recover part of McCloy's towed array. And she hunted ballistic missile submarines in these waters in 1985. But she will hunt here no more.
Is history.
Torpedo impact, and the Victor sinks uncontrollably. The Orion's sonar buoys pick up loud implosions as her pressure hull disintegrates. The Orion takes careful note of her position. She will lie in around 1,700 feet of water, and environmental authorities will want to recover her nuclear power plant. The torpedo has spooked a second hostile submarine. The sonar operators on Wyoming can't believe their ears. She is running cold at 19 knots at an estimated 400 feet. The Orion moves in to investigate. The submarine dropped a noisemaker and went deep.
Can do, out. Will do, roger, out.
The Orion sets up an attack run. Wyoming and Connecticut are at action stations. The Orion moves in at 1,000 feet. And prepares to drop another Mark 46 torpedo. Again, the attack run is vectored away from the friendly submarines, and well within the torpedo's maximum range.
I've got him. Engage. Track 3, 6, 5, 1. Can do. Roger. Out. Weapon away. Track 3, 6, 5, 1.
Torpedo away.
Roger.
The Orion moves into a right-hand orbital around the hostile contact. The torpedo has acquired the submarine. She is identified from the distinctive sound of her 7-bladed propeller as K328 Leopard, an Akula-class nuclear submarine. Leopard is cavitating loudly as she moves through the water at 21 knots. She is placing great reliance on her noisemakers to mask the sound. Leopard has slipped just out of range of Connecticut's ADCAP torpedoes. The Orion crew overfly the submarine's position. They have lost track of the submarine, but the torpedo has not. Leopard drops another noisemaker and dives deep, trying to evade the persistent torpedo. Her American pursuers have lost contact. 4 sets of sonar specialists work frantically to reacquire the contact. Akula means shark, and it is not hard to see why. This has been a long chase for the short-range torpedo, demonstrating the benefit of dropping as close to the contact as possible.
3, 6, 5, 1.
Impact. The sonar operators hear the explosion. Followed shortly by the distinctive sound of her hull imploding. Mission complete. Report for debrief. But not quite. Wyoming has not yet reached the 300 fathom curve. There could still be other hostile submarines in this wolf pack. Let's speed up time. The Orion pilot continues his patrol.
Affirmative.
With 2 confirmed Russian submarine kills, his career pathway to command of Patrol and Reconnaissance Wing 11 is assured. Meanwhile, the new crew aboard Wyoming have had a sober reminder of the perils of their role as the free world's ballistic missile deterrent. The rest of Wyoming's patrol passes without incident, but the crew are unusually alert and responsive to their senior enlisted and officers.
Mission complete. Report for debrief.
As Wyoming adjusts course, the teleprinter chatters new messages from the United States Strategic Command in Nebraska. The Russian submarines detected off the US East Coast in recent weeks are an Akula-class nuclear submarine and a Victor III class SSN. Both boats are capable of carrying the 65cm torpedo. Although the weapon has a reported range in excess of 25 nautical miles, operational firing ranges are expected to be limited by sensor performance and should be within 10 nautical miles. Battle damage report message received. Victor III killed. Battle damage report message received. Akula killed. Mission complete. Report for debrief. The Russian subs opposing the egress of the US Ohio-class Trident ballistic missile submarine have been destroyed. Mission complete. Report for debrief. The USS Wyoming has reached the 300 fathom curve and will now be able to dive deep, run silent, and elude any adversary. Mission results: Wyoming deploys. Mission effectiveness 100%. Nick McDowell's fleet entirely unharmed. The Russians lost a Victor III K324 and an Akula K328 Leopard, both to Mark 46 torpedoes. Once again, these are hard to replace strategic assets. Assigned tasks. 300 fathom curve. The Wyoming was able to reach deep open waters and is on her way to her designated patrol area. Russian Victor sunk. Russian Akula sunk. Let's watch the replay for lessons learned. The key lessons are the value of maritime patrol aircraft in conducting anti-submarine warfare, and launching torpedoes in a direction away from friendly forces and with friendly forces outside the torpedo's maximum range, but well within maximum range of the target. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.